My name's Anthony Lopez. I was about 12 going on 13 when I was kind of introduced to the gang lifestyle. I grew up in what I feel at the time was a pretty typical family, hardworking parents. My dad did asphalt. Around the age of 12, we moved from Vista to Illinois, Joliet, Illinois. Guys from a specific gang wanted to hang out. Drugs were readily at my available, hanging out with these guys, being stopped, harassed by police officers, getting jumped. Got my little brother involved in drinking. Friends start to turn on you. My senior year, I got the high school sweetheart pregnant, and she would also supply me with opiates. My dad let me come back home, but he told me, he's like, son, you either go to the street, you stay in the street, do what you're doing, or join the military. So I joined the Navy. I was there no more than 3 months, and one of the petty officers says, hey, Sunday, go to church. Went to church, gave my life to the Lord, and that's not where anything stopped. I had a good walk with the Lord for about 1.5 years, and I said, I'm gonna pick drinking back up. Along with the drinking came cheating on my wife at the time. So I just kind of picked right back up where I left off, backsliding. My family was done with me. People I partied with were done with me. I thought I was gonna be partying with you guys forever. Now they're like, no, dude, like you bring bad vibes to the party, right? Or there's always fights or something. Back out in the street, I was living in my car, and somebody told me about Green Oak Ranch. I was kind of hesitant. My uncle told me at that time, hey, your only choice is you either make it into program or you're out. You're just completely in the street this time. Called up Green Oak Ranch, and they said, hey, we got a bed available for you on Monday if you can make it in. So my dad, come Monday, takes me to the gate, and we had a Pastor Mike. I still blew numbers, though, even though I hadn't been drinking for 2 days. He goes, I should not let you in right now. I said, I understand. But in my head and my heart, I talked to God and said, God, if you let me in, if you let me stay, Lord, I am all in. I'm not going to pick up another drink no matter how bad the day gets. I've run out of excuses, Lord. Pastor Mike turned to me and he says, all right, go to your bed. That was April 10th of 2022 when everything started over. Yeah.
I felt like this was the best chance I had that life was actually going to start. Kind of the last shot, I would say, like, this is it, see what God has for me. For me, it was, I'm not lonely now. I have brothers, I got family. I can walk outside at 10 at night. There's a whole house full of guys, day or night, rain or shine. It really exposed Christianity to me. With Carlos, with Pastor Mike, with these guys who came out of intense backgrounds. God didn't change who they were, they changed what they were. They were still that person, imperfect, a little rough around the edges, but they loved the Lord. And I was like, wow, I can do that. I can be that, It really opened up my eyes to Christians are still imperfect people, but in need of a Savior every day. And I was like, I could do that. I could be about that. My second or third day here, somebody had put a post-it note that said, Lord, I don't have the means, but you do. Lord, I don't have the resources, but you do. Lord, I don't have the strength, but you do. So I realized with just the Lord, I had everything I needed. Before it was like, God, if you give me this back in my life, I'll walk. I had done that and didn't work. And so I went up there and God, if I'm not gonna get to be a part of my children's life, I'm still gonna walk with you. If sobriety and anxiety go hand in hand, so be it. I am gonna put it all in your hands. If I have to be without, it's okay because I'll be with you. And he restored it. That's what he does, right? God restores everything.